Right about now, you're probably thinking that there's something wrong with your screen, but there's not, and you'll see that in a second. This is a post about tributes, blessings, is what I like to call them, although they really are tributes. It's just a burning that you do um, once a day for the deities that you worship. Venerate comes to mind. So, about a little bit less than a year ago, I actually wrote a petition for my son to say and burn every evening. It is to strengthen him, to help him with his mental health and his anxieties. And he enjoyed it so much that he actually came up to me the other day and said, I would love to be able to do a burning every evening like you do, so that while I burn my blessing that you've given me, my tribute or my petition that you wrote for me. And I said, absolutely, I got you. So although these are my blessings that you are seeing burning in the on your screen now, I'm going to tell you about the tribute that I created for my son that he's going to start to do every day. Now, I do want to tell you that I typically do this at night. A lot of times I'll do it at night, and that's a petition that I say 3 times, and I fold it towards me, and then I burn it into that specific um, tribute or blessing. Um, I'll typically burn these at night. A lot of times I'll do it with I'll have sit there and I'll have a glass of wine, or if I'm burning it in the morning, depending on how my day is going. I will often have a cup of coffee or my first glass of water for the day because it's super important to hydrate. And you sit there and you take space. A lot of times I will look for pictures or images in the flames. Sometimes I will just speak to the deities and my ancestors during this time, or I will pull cards for myself, tarot cards or oracle cards, or sometimes both. Um, and oftentimes I'll use my pendulum as well. It's a time to take space and to be present with those on the other side of the veil that we love. Um, and like I said, pay tribute to the deities and the archangels that we work with. Okay. Now, for my son, we wanted to keep it pretty simple. He's young. Um, we don't we don't necessarily want to make things more complicated than they need to be. For my blessings, for my tributes, it tends to be some of the ingredients are a little bit more expensive. Um, and you can't always buy them in as large quantities as I would like to, because I'm very picky about the quality of the ingredients that go into it. But he's young, so we wanted to keep it simple, but we also wanted to make sure that it got the job done, right? So for him, we did used time. Now, time is used for courage, strength. It's used for purification. It clears negative energy and it boosts bravery and provides protection. We are using elderflower. And the neat thing about elderflower is that it is a symbol for the threshold between life and death. So it's often linked to the triple moon goddesses. Hecate helped me write this. My son does work with Hecate. He works with the Morrigan, as well as other deities and archangels as well. He is a dual walker like I am, which means that he can speak with the dead. It's not a skill that he has worked on growing or building, but it's still a gift that he carries. And since he does work with the Morgan and he does work with Hecate to um, So often I want to say that they're used to speak with the dead, which is the way I do use them. I actually use all the deities and archangels to work to speak with the dead. But um, yeah, they're both death goddesses, triple maiden mother, and crone. Um, so part of the hat that they wear is a death goddess, right? So we put elderflower in there. Now, it also is used in addition. The only not the only reason that we didn't use the only reason we used it isn't because he is a dual walker, but it is also used to enhance intuition. We use cinnamon to amplify energy and to increase his vitality, and then rosemary to help clear his space of negative energy and strengthen his mental clarity. Because when you do work with the other side of the veil, it is very common to um, sometimes get negative Nellies attached to you, right? So it's really important when you are a dual walker and you work with the dead that you manage to clear your space and make sure that it has an almost sacred feel to it. I get told often when people walk into my home that it feels a little bit lighter, and it has like a sacred feel to it. And there's a reason. And part of it is because of the tributes that I burn, um, as well as the wards and other protections I have up around my home. So I hope you found this interesting. If you know what I might do? You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put a spot on the website where if you are interested, I was going to say, although this was written for my son, this might be a blessing that you might be interested in, but it almost feels wrong, doesn't it? Because not everybody is a dual walker and not everybody has the same gifts. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a space on my website. If a tribute is something that you would be interested in, take, 15-20 minutes out of your day to spend with the deities and archangels that you work with. You can always reach out to me. And I think I'll put a space on my website where you can purchase. We can maybe put that together. Maybe that could be something that you could purchase, and we can create a tribute for you to be able to take space and take time with your deities and archangels as well. I love that idea. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you guys make good choices, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.